All right, what is going on, family? I am fired up and excited. Let me see the chats blow up again. If you guys are excited about the greatest opportunity of our lives. I mean, I am so excited. It's insane what's transpired over the last 5 weeks with AkashX. Everybody that's gotten started, everybody that's making profits in the market, everybody that's making commissions in the business. It is insane. I've never seen so many brand new people winning so quickly. And so I think one of the things though that happens and that's why I'm doing this call is that when you grow really, really fast, what happens is there's something called growing pains. And so when so many people get started, it's like it's sometimes there's so much confusion and some people aren't getting all the information that they need. This person maybe didn't get this set up, or this person doesn't know how to do this, right? And that can happen a lot in business. And that's a good problem to have. So understand that we're in a good spot right now. The fact that thousands and thousands of people are joining this company every single month is a good thing. It's just going to help us grow. We're going to get more tools and resources to win at a faster level. But with that, we got to make sure that we keep things dialed in so that everybody keeps winning at a fast pace. Okay. And so there's basically three things that I'm going to talk about on this call tonight. Okay. I'm going to go through trading with you guys and literally how to use the app, how I've been using the app, even how to link your trading account if you haven't done that yet. I'm going to go over the prop firm rules. I'm going to go over tap to trades and trade alerts, how I take the trade alerts, and how actually today I passed my phase one of my $200,000 challenge. It was definitely a beast to pass. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But you have to make 10% just like any other challenge. But $20,000 is what 10% is of 200 grand. So to make 20 grand in the market ain't an easy feat. But I did it only taking the trade alerts. And so I'm going to teach you guys kind of some of the stuff that I've done with the trade alerts to make sure that I stay profitable on a lot of my trades. Even if it's not a killer trade, I've been able to minimize my losses and minimize the risk and be able to make sure that I stay profitable. So I'm going to go over that strategy as well and just a bunch of other stuff that's going to help you guys with trading. The second thing that I'm going to go over is building. Okay, so building a team from A to Z. Like I said, guys, I've been in network marketing for 10 years now. Okay, a little over 10 years. And I posted a video about this like a month ago, but I've very well just grown up in this industry. Like I got started in this industry when I was 18 years old. I'm now 29. Like I have become a man inside of network marketing. It's shaped who I am and everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. And I love that because this industry is so amazing. It can literally turn just the most average person into a rock star and give them the best life possible. And so I'm going to teach you guys things that I've learned over the last 10 years, things that I've done right, things that I've done wrong, to help you guys literally go from zero to a six-figure business on the network marketing side and being able to supplement your income, make a full-time income, or even make generational wealth type of income. Okay. So I'm going to go over the building side. And then the last thing I'm going to go over is mindset. And I think this is a very underestimated topic that I'm going to end the call with. And so hopefully you guys stay on for the whole time, because literally you can't win at trading and you can't win in business if you don't get this right. Okay. If your mindset is not developed, if you're not thinking about the right things, you're not focused on the right things, and you don't understand how your mind determines your success, how thoughts become things. If you don't understand that and the science behind it, stay on till the end of the call, because I'm going to go through it and what I learned from a couple of my mentors, one of them being Bob Proctor, the late and great Bob Proctor. And he was the best at teaching that stuff, the law of attraction, the spiritual side of success. So definitely going to be a pack-filled call, so bear with me. Hopefully I don't go too long here. I'm going to try to move through things as fast as I can, but I want to give every single person, especially the brand new people on this call, the tools and the resources to win at a high level. I want everybody to come off this call and know exactly what they need to do to make six figures on the charts and six figures in the business. Type some fire emojis in the chat if everybody's okay with that. If everyone's okay with making six figures in the charts and six figures in the business, type some fire emojis in the chat and let's get rocking and rolling. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I am basically going to go through the AkashX platform. Okay, so you guys understand where everything is and what you need to know. Okay, so when you got started, obviously you got a username and password. You're going to log in. Okay, and this is where I usually have the brand new person start. So if you haven't done this yet, you should probably do it. Okay, you should go to what is called right here Academy. Okay, the Academy is where all of the basic videos are. All right, so you've got platform tutorials, how to even use the platforms that you're going to be using. But I would start right here in the beginner box. Okay, so if you click on beginner, click get started. Look at this, the world of trading, the history of the financial markets. What is Forex? The most popular Forex currencies, right? It keeps going, and it's going to teach you everything that you need to know about the beginning steps of trading. Okay, it's going to teach you about the terminology. So if you've heard on the calls or in the trade alerts where they say 60 pips in profit, right? Or 60 points in profit. If you don't know what that means, boom, video's right here. Okay, so everything that you may be confused about is right here in the Academy. Okay, and if I go even further, obviously you can go to the advanced ones, and it's going to be, go over fundamental analysis, some technical analysis, support and resistance lines, trend lines, all of that. Okay, all the indicators that you might use to mark up a chart. I mean, it gets real. It gets real fast. Okay, and then you got the expert one. It's going to be even more advanced. You've got videos on cryptocurrency. And here's some money right here, the educator training series. Guys, do you realize that every expert that we've hired on is an expert trader that's been trading for years? Okay, and so what's cool is all of them have recorded a training series that shows how they trade. So before you jump on any of these guys' live sessions, you can come here to their recorded session. So if I wanted to go to Joel, I would click on Joel, and look at this. Boom. Intro to Joel. Brokers he used. Obviously, he has some in Spanish because he speaks Spanish as well. So this is a cool resource if you got Spanish-speaking people. He talks about risk management, emotions with his strategy. He talks about his strategy. Okay, so if you're jumping on Joel's session, you're like, dude, I don't have any idea what's going on. Boom. Watch these training educator series first. So if you're going to jump on someone's live session, which is the next thing I'm going to show you, make sure you watch the educator training series on that live expert. Okay, so obviously you start with the Academy videos, the educator training series, and then you can start jumping on their live sessions. All right, just so you guys know, these are my personal favorites, and obviously all of the traders are great traders, and you can trade with whoever you want to, but my biased opinion, I like to trade with John, I like to trade with Joel, I like to trade with Rich, and I like to trade with Brent. So if you want to write those 4 names down and trade with those 4 guys, you can do that. So Joel, Rich, Brent, and John. All right, those are the 4 guys that I would watch their live sessions and trade with. Okay. Now, guys, as far as linking your trade account, this is very simple. I think, a lot of people get very confused with all the texts that are going around and, how many links they get sent when they first get started. It is literally as simple as this. You need to go to tradexmastery.com. So tradexmastery.com. Boom, this website. And you need to create an account. And it needs to be the same email that you use to sign up with AkashX. Okay? Once you do that, this company right here, TradeX Mastery, not AkashX, TradeX Mastery is going to send you your credentials for your challenge. Because right now we have the promo going on where you get a free challenge account with your membership. So you register on this site. You are going to get an email from TradeX Mastery, and it's going to say email, trader's password, server name. Now check this out. When you go to AkashX and I hit, where is it? Oh, it's on my homepage. Homepage. Okay, so this is where you can connect your trading account. So if I wanted to reconnect, I thought it was right here. Oh, is it getting started? Yeah, getting started. Sorry. So home is where your website link is. Getting started is where you're going to link the account. Okay. So basically all you have to do is click Trade Locker, and then you're going to put in the same info, those credentials that you got. Okay. You're going to put in your email, the trader's password again. You're going to select TradeX Mastery. Okay. Cause that's what you're trading on. and then you're going to select Trade X Mastery Challenge account. Okay, because you're doing a challenge. It's not a funded account yet. All right, so it's literally as simple as that. So you go to Trade X Mastery, you register on that website. You'll get credentials from Trade X Mastery that have your email, trader's password, and server name. When you have Trade Locker downloaded, Trade Locker is where you're going to take trades. If you don't know what Trade Locker is, this is where you're taking all of your trades, guys. You're looking at the chart and you're placing trades. Okay, so the credentials that you got from Trade X Mastery, you're going to use them to log into Trade Locker also. So you're going to log into Trade Locker with that email, trader's password, and server name. Then you're going to come to AkashX and do the same thing. Email, trader's password, and then the brokers. Does that make sense? Okay, it's very, very simple. I think a lot of people like to complicate it. It's not hard to link your account. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is the prop firm rules. Okay, so on Trade X Mastery, when you're trading with this challenge, so those of you that aren't familiar with the prop firm, you have to pass phase 1, which is make 10% profit. Then you have to pass phase 2, which is make 5% profit. Okay, if you lose 10%, so say you're doing a $10,000 challenge and you lose over $1,000, so you go under that 9 grand mark, you lose the challenge account, you're gonna have to pay for a new one. Okay, or if you lose 5% in one day, so on a $10,000 account, that would be $500. So if you lose over $500 in a day, you are going to lose your challenge account. You're going to pay for a new one. Okay, so you basically just need to not blow those rules before you make your 10% and your 5%, and you'll be good to go. Then you'll have your funded account. If you pass your funded challenge, you need to make sure that you get verified. You can just log in here. You'll upload your driver's license, all that. They need to identify you and who you are before they give you your funded account, and you can actually trade on that live account. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. That's linking it. That's how it all works. Those are the prop firm rules and all that. Now to get on to trading. Tap to trades. Obviously, I don't need to explain really how to do this. Literally, all you have to do is hit approve. So, but for me personally, guys, I'm very picky because I like to trade with people that see the same thing that I see. Okay, so all these guys are great traders. But again, for me, I like to trade with people who look at the markets the same way I do, because then I'm comfortable taking those trades. And you guys will start to do that over time. Once you get your style of trading, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I like these guys because they kind of trade the same way as me, right? But for me personally, again, this is just my biased opinion, I only take Brent and John's tap to trades. That's it. Obviously, they're all great, and you can take all of them if you want to, but I only take Brent and John's tap to trades. And so if you want to do that also, that is up to you. Okay. Now, trade alerts. This is a whole nother beast. And I want you guys to really pay attention to what I've done with these trade alerts. Okay. Because I think it's really helped minimize my risk and, allowed me to stay profitable these last few weeks. Okay. And so basically, guys, when a trade alert gets called out, the notification pops up on your phone, and you're going to see something like this. Obviously, it's going to look different in your phone, but you're going to see the same things. Entry price, EP is entry price, SL is stop loss, and then you've got take profit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're wondering why there's 5 take profits, it's just the market could come to all these points. So this is the least risky take profit to do. So if you do TP1, that is a very low risk trade because it's most likely going to hit that number. But if you do TP5, that is a very risky trade because you're banking on this thing coming all the way from 2574 to 2598. That is a big, big jump. Okay. And so here's what I've personally done over the last few weeks. Okay. I've gotten in where the entry price is. That's number one. If you miss the trade, don't get into the trade. Now, if it happens, say this trade was a buy, okay? Now, say that you get into this trade and it goes up. It's already moving. Oh, crap, I can't get into the trade, right? If it comes back, like if it goes up and then like 30 seconds later, very soon after the trade got called out, it happens to come back down to the entry, sure, snag it, right? But if they called it out 30 minutes ago and it went up already and it came back down, don't take the trade. You missed it. Okay, you missed the trade. Don't take it. I promise you, it's way better to miss a trade and not take it at all than try to get in late and lose your money. Okay, so that's number one. Get in at the exact entry price. Number two, set your stop loss. I don't know why I even have to say this, but so many people, I've had a couple people tell me they're taking trades without a stop loss. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You were going to blow your account. Okay. Make sure you set a stop loss. This is there so that if the trade goes the wrong way, we get out of the trade and we minimize how much we lose. Okay. And then what I've done the last few weeks is I've set my trades at TP2. Every single trade alert that gets called out, I set my trades at TP2. And here's what I do. Once the trade, so for example, this trade, I would take it at 2574. I'd set my stop loss to 2562, and I would set my take profit to 2580. Now, as soon as this trade went in the right direction and it went from 2574 and hit TP1, when my trade hits TP1, I move my stop loss to the entry price. It's called moving your stop loss to break even. So the trade went the right way. We're winning the trade. It's at TP1. Awesome. Now I'm going to move my stop loss. I'm going to edit my trade. If you go into Trade Locker, there's a little down arrow on your trade and you can hit edit. And you just drag your stop loss up to where your entry is. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my stop loss to break even. So what I'm doing there is if this trade, it hit TP1, decides to come back down and go back the wrong way, it just will close me out at my entry and I make no money and I lose no money. It is a risk-free trade, okay? And I promise you, losing zero is way better than trying to leave your stop loss to hopefully make it up here. I promise you. Okay. You may have a lot of trades on your account the next week that are zeroed out, but I promise you that is way better because all you need is a few wins. You need a few wins each week to compound your account and pass these challenges. Okay. And so I move my stop loss to break even. And if it comes down, it'll close me out at entry price. But if it keeps going the right way, boom, it hits my take profit and I clear the trade. That is how I've done these trades the last few weeks. And it's worked out super, super well. Okay. And same thing with who I take these trade alerts from. It's really Joel, Rich, Brent, and John. Those are the trade alerts I'm taking. I have taken a couple from Mohammed. Mohammed calls out some great trades as well. So it's up to you guys which trade alerts you want to take. But just me in particular, like I said, I just take Joel, Rich, Brent, and John. Okay. Guys, last thing I'm going to talk about trading, and then we're going to move on to building. Risk management. Okay. I will stop sharing my screen and we'll talk about risk management here. This is the most important thing when it comes to trading is your emotions and your risk. Okay. If you can't control your emotions while trading, and I'm guilty of it, while I was trying to pass this phase 1 of the 200K challenge, I let my emotions get the best of me. I got my account all the way up to like 216,000. I got to get it to 220, right? And I had a day where I got greedy on NAS 100. And if you guys know anything about NAS 100 and trading on indices, it can get a little sticky, right? And so I ended up losing like 8 grand on that NAS 100 trades that I was trying to take on my own. Okay, that was the first mistake. I was trying to do these greedy trades on my own with no analysis, right? And so that's the first mistake. But number 2, you guys have to know when to be done. And so here's the rules that I've developed for myself and told all of my team. Be done at 2%. Whether that's winning 2% or losing 2%, be done. So if you're on a $10,000 account, if you make $200, stop trading. You do not need to keep trading for the day. Take your wins and move on with the rest of your day. Okay, I promise you, you'll feel a lot more confident about yourself going to the next trading day than just staring at the charts. Guys, I know it's addicting and you could sit there and stare at the charts all day. I've done it. Okay. and it's not healthy. Okay. If you can get in and out with your 2% and just move on to the next day, you will start to just understand compound interest. Okay. I want you guys to see something super cool here. If I go to my calculator, all right, say you guys pass your $10,000 challenge. Okay. So we go $10,000 challenge and we multiply this by 2% every single day times 1.02. Okay. So there you go. After day one, you made $200. All right. That's pretty good. So this is on a real account. Say you passed the challenge and now you got a real $10,000 account. After 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days, you've already made $1,000. So in a week of trading, you made $1,000. That's $4,000 a month, guys. That's a full-time income from trading, just off 2%. That's the power of this, having this capital, having the challenge account. What happens after another 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $1,100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost $1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost $2,000. After a month of trading, you've made almost $5,000 just off 2% a day. Now, obviously, you're not going to make 2% every single day. There's going to be days where you lose 2%. But my point is this. If you take a 2% L, be done trading for the day, come back 24 hours later, and then what's going to happen is you're going to reset, emotions won't be high, and you'll be able to make your 2% the next day and make that comeback, okay? And so over time, over a month, you can still make 2, 3, 4 grand, even if you have a couple 2% losses. So be done at 2%. And as far as your lot size go, if you don't know what a lot size is, I'm going to show you. It's on Trade Locker. Okay. When you take a trade, it's this number down here. See how my lot size is set to 2? Okay. That's because I'm at a $200,000 account. So 2.0 is the correct lot size when I'm trading gold on this. Okay. Now listen, if you're on a $10,000 account, it should look like that, 0.1. If you're on a $25,000 account, it should look like that, 0.25. You catch my drift, okay? If you're on a $50,000 account, 0.5, okay? That is proper risk, guys. You're not over leveraging then. If you're on a $10,000 account and you do a 1 lot, you're going to blow that sucker in 1 trade. Okay? That account is as good as gone. All right? So, guys, type some 7s in the chat if that was helpful on the trading side. If you guys got some value from that, let me see some 7s in the chat. I want to see if that was helpful at all. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Now type some 3s in the chat if you guys are ready for me to teach you how to build a dynasty within network marketing. I'm going to teach you guys how to build a dynasty in network marketing. And it starts with the basics. Okay. And I know the basics are boring. You know, you hear the basics on these calls over and over and over. But I'm telling you what, if you can be a master at what I'm about to teach you, you 6 months from now will be making so much money you won't even know what happened because you got good at the basics. A lot of people are like, you know, trying to get good at things in the business that make no sense. They're like, oh, you know, let me get really good at, you know, posting on social media, and let me get really good at, you know, making videos and making the cleanest posters and flyers, and, you know, let me do this. And it's all great stuff, right? It's really good stuff. Josh said, get really good at getting ready, right? You're getting really good at stuff that might help you, but you're not getting good at the basics, right? It's like if you were lifting weights to be a good basketball player. Sure, you're lifting weights and you're getting stronger and you're doing stuff that's helping you, but you're not dribbling the actual basketball. You're not actually practicing shooting. You're not doing the things that are going to allow you to score, right? And so that's what you need to do in this business. You guys have to get good at the basics that are actually going to allow you to score. And honestly, If I were you and you're brand new, honestly, if you're making less than 6 figures, these are the only things you should be focusing on. I made 6 figures in network marketing without posting a damn thing on social media. You don't need it. Sure, you can get good at it. You can get good at posting at social media. And eventually, you can attract a lot of business on social media. Once you build the lifestyle, once you build the success stories, right? It's all good stuff. Obviously, you guys see me on social media. I use it a lot to try to attract customers. You still should post on social media. But I'm saying don't spend your entire day trying to make content, trying to post on your stories that you forget to do the basics. Okay? The basics are this: your list, prospecting, inviting, presenting, edification, closing, and promoting. Those are the skills that you need to get good at in this business. So the first thing is your list. A lot of people tell me, oh, AJ, I can't build this business because I don't know a lot of people. There's 8 billion people in this world, and you have the audacity to tell me that you don't know a lot of people? Are you kidding me? Go meet them. Go find people, right? My guy, Will, he told me the other week, I think we were talking last week, we were on FaceTime. Shout out to Will. He just cracked 1K. But it was so funny. He's like, bro, I'm like, I'm hitting people up. I've gone through my whole Instagram and, I'm going through my whole Snap and all that. And I'm like, dude, go through Facebook. He's like, bro, I don't have Facebook. I'm like, you don't have Facebook? What? Apparently it's a thing that, young people don't have Facebook nowadays. I think that's crazy. But if you're in this business, you need to get a Facebook. Okay. You can max out your Facebook friends list at 5,000 friends. And you know what's cool? Facebook suggests friends for you. So you can add everyone that you know right now, all of your friends that you have right now from work, school, family, whatever, right? Add all those people. And then you add everybody from, high school that you went to, sports that you played, people that you met out, whatever. You add all those people. And say out of all those people, you end up adding like 200 friends. What Facebook is going to do is going to see those 200 friends, and they're going to suggest friends to you. You can literally go find friends. And on the Find Friends tab, it literally shows you people you may know based off the people that you're friends with. And I went add every single day for 10 years that I've been in network marketing. The thing's maxed out. I can't add any more people, right? So I wish I was you guys and didn't have a maxed out Facebook, because I wish I could just go there every single day and add a bunch of people. Now, I'm not adding everybody, okay? Like, obviously, there's some weirdos on Facebook. I'm not trying to be friends with them, okay? I'm trying to add sharp people. So if I have mutual friends with them, I'm looking at, okay, one, do I know this person? Sometimes it'll show you people that like, oh, I remember this person, and you can add them, right? And so it's super helpful, one. But two, you can look for sharp people on there and just add them. And if they ask, hey, do I know you? No, man, but you seem sharp. Just thought I'd add you. Good to connect. What do you do? And you start a conversation. Okay? And so there's different types of lists, different types of prospecting lists that you can create in this business. There's a hot market list, there's a warm market list, and then there's a cold market list. Okay? You want to recruit from your hot and warm market lists. Do not recruit from your cold market list. Cold market equals slow market. Sure, if you happen to run into someone and they ask you what you're up to, and you're like, hey man, like, I've been working my normal job, but I also started this, started investing with this team of people. They're actually some studs, and I'm fired up about it. I'm excited. And they're like, oh yeah, let me check that out. Sure, show them. That's great if it happens to come up in conversation. But don't be the person that goes out to the mall and is like, hey bro, do you keep your income options open? Like, sure, you might get 1 out of 1,000, but that's not the best use of your time. Okay? You have to be productive in this business. So many people are busy in this business, but they're not productive. Okay? So yes, you can get people through cold market. And I've gotten some people through cold market. You should still do it. Still reach out to people, all that. But don't spend all your time on it, because the best people to sign up And where you're going to get the best results is reaching out to people in your hot and warm market. Your hot market is the people that love you and trust you the most. Literally, they would give you their shirt off their back if you were cold and they knew you needed a shirt, or you had 4 flat tires. It was the middle of the night. You had 1% battery on your phone and you had one call. They would answer and they would come help you if you needed money and you needed help. That's your hot market. People that love you and trust you, the closest people to you. Those are the people that you should hit up first. First people. I know some people think it's weird. Like, oh, I don't want to hit up my family. I don't want to hit up my friends. Listen, if you started a normal business, say you started a smoothie shop or a bowling alley or a barber shop or whatever it was, whatever business you've dreamed of starting, and you started it down the road, who are the first people that you would call and tell that you opened that business to? It would be your family. It would be your closest friends. And you'd be like, bro, come check out my new business. And who would you expect to buy from you? You would expect your family to buy a smoothie from you, to play at your bowling alley, right? You'd expect them to buy from your business because it's your family and you expect them to support you. But people get into this business and they're like, oh no, I don't want to reach out to them. Those are the best people to reach out to. Okay? It's your hot market. Reach out to them first. The next group of people you reach out to is your warm market. These are people that you know them and they know you. And there's a little bit of a relationship there, but not much. Okay. Maybe they're an acquaintance. Maybe you talk like once every, 3 months or 6 months. You see them maybe at the gym every day, but you don't really, know them that well. That's warm market. Okay. People that you could talk to, and it's not really weird if you talk to them, right? If you said like, hey man, no, this is random, but how you been? They would respond and be like, oh yeah, hey man, what's up? Things been good. How about you? Okay. That's your warm market. And then obviously cold market. One of the best things I've learned how to do in this business is turn cold market into warm market and turn my warm market into hot market. Okay. The more you can get people to trust you, the more people you're going to be able to get started. A lot of people can't get people to get started because they're showing people that don't trust them. They're showing people that don't like them. Okay. You have to get people to like and trust you. If you haven't read this book, read it. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And he even created another one. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age. Okay, that one's really good too. But that's a great book to read because it teaches you how to get people to like you and how to be a person that people want to befriend. Because understand, you've probably heard it 1,000 times, your network is your net worth. If you can't get good at networking with people and getting them to like you, you're going to have a hard time building this business. Okay. One of my mentors that I had for years, he used to tell me within 5 seconds of you meeting someone, they've already made a decision if they like you or not. 5 seconds. So you have 5 seconds. I know it seems superficial for somebody to judge you that quickly, but you got 5 seconds to prove to them that they should like and trust you. Okay. So if you send them, a spammy message on social media, do you think that's going to make them like you? If you haven't talked to them in 10 years and you're just sending them a spammy message, do you think they're going to want to respond? That's not getting them to like you, right? So the best thing you can do to build this business is get people to like you, and then you show them. Okay. And here's how you're going to invite them to see the information. There's a few different invites that you can use. Obviously, there's been a lot that have been thrown around the chats that people can use. And, honestly, they're all good. Okay. But with your hot market, the people that love you and trust you the most, it should literally be as simple as this. Hey, what are you doing right now? Nothing. Cool. I'm coming over. I got something crazy I got to show you. What is it? I don't have time to tell you right now. I'll be over in 10 minutes. All right, bye. That's it. Because you're close with them. It's not a question. They're going to see what you're doing. They have to see what you're doing. Okay? Like you just go over there. You go over there, you show them what we're doing, and you get fired up about it. Okay? Excitement is everything in this business. If you can't get your pulse up, you can't have energy, and you can't light yourself on fire, nobody's going to follow you. People follow people who are excited and know where they're going. Okay? You got to have energy when you invite people. The second type of people that you invite is your warm market. Okay? So people that, again, you know them, they know you, but maybe you haven't talked in a while. If you have their phone number, you call them. You call them and you do something called the 4-step invite. You say, yo, what's going on, man? I know it's been a minute. I'm crazy busy right now, but what are you doing tonight at 9 p.m.? So you say you're busy. That's step 1. Step 2, you clear the date. So you could hear my excitement in my voice. I was like, yo, man, I know it's been a minute. I'm super busy right now, but real quick, are you free tonight at 9 p.m.? So I was busy and I cleared the date. Okay. And then they're going to say if they're free or not. You have to clear the date. You have to clear the date before you invite them. Do not tell them, oh, yeah, there's a Zoom call. I want you to get on it. It's this business, blah, blah, blah. And they haven't even said if they're free or not. Clear the date first. Okay. If they say, I'm not sure why. Hey, well, it's super important. Are you free or not? Just give me yes or no. You got to have posture. Okay. That's the other important thing when inviting and doing this business. You got to have energy and you got to have posture. Don't let people walk all over you. Okay. So answer the phone, or they answer the phone. You got excitement. And then when they ask, oh, well, why? Why do you need to know if I'm free? Are you free or not? 9 p.m. Super important. I told you I'm busy. I got to get off the phone. Oh, you are free? Awesome. I'm launching something big and I want you to be one of the first people to see it. I'm going to send you a Zoom link and I need you to jump on there at 9 p.m. Sound good? Oh, well, what is it about? What is it about? I don't have time to explain it right now, but I need you on this Zoom call. Can I count on you to be there? Can I count on you is such a powerful phrase. If any of you are wondering why you invite people to the call and they don't show up, it's because you're not holding them accountable. You don't have that energy and posture that I just showed. You got to be excited. You can't let them walk all over you. And you need to make sure that you don't over-explain and you say, can I count on you? If I send you this Zoom link, would you jump on this call? Oh, what is it about? Look, I'm too busy to talk right now, but I'm going to send you the link. Can I count on you to be on there? Yeah, sure. Awesome. Click. Hang up on there. ASS. Okay. Hang up on them. Because if you hang up on them and you seem busy and you seem urgent, they're going to be like, why did he just call me like that? Like, why is he so excited? Why is he sending me a Zoom link? I'm so confused. Listen, the more confused your prospect is when you invite them, the better. I promise you. Okay. The more confused, the better, because you don't want them to be having a prejudged idea of what's going on. And then they sit there on the overview like this. They got their arms crossed, their legs crossed, their eyes crossed. They're like, what is this? Right? Because you over-explained. If they jump onto the call with an open mind, because you did your job of just saying, hey, I'm excited. I'm launching something. I want you to be one of the first people to see it. Boom. They're going to jump on with an open mind and check it out because you're excited. Okay. So that's how you invite your warm market. Now, if you haven't talked to this person in a while or it's cold market, then I would just hit them up, rebuild the relationship, let them watch your stories, start posting, right? Like I said, don't spend all day on social media, but post a few things about you trading, post a few things about you on this call. You guys should all take your cameras out right now and post a little boomerang or video of this call. And you could type wealth building secrets with the squad, or, personally developing myself every single week with the team, right? You can build something special on social media that makes it seem like you're a part of a cool culture, which you are, right? You're a part of something very special that helps people grow, helps people learn. And if you post that on social media and then you're messaging all these people going, hey man, I know it's been a while. How you been? What do you think they're going to do when you message them? They're going to go click on your page and they're going to look at your story and they're going to look at your posts, right? So don't be posting stupid stuff, right? I don't post politics. I don't post funny memes. I don't post really anything vulgar or violent or inappropriate, because I want people to look at my page and be inspired. I want people to look at me and go, dang, what is this dude doing? Right? So that's the one thing that social media is important for, but these basics are more important. If you can get good at inviting like this, You can do the I'm coming over invite. You can do the 4-step invite, or you can just rebuild the relationship first. And then maybe like a month from now or 2 weeks from now, you can message that person again and say, hey, bro, it was really nice to catch up with you. I appreciate the conversation. While we were talking, it made me think, man, this dude would crush what I do. I actually just launched something massive, and I'd love for you to check it out. Do you have some free time tonight at 9 p.m.? Boom. Now you invited them without making them feel used. Like you only hit them up because you wanted to sell them something, right? So rebuild that relationship. There's something that you can use. It's called form. Family, occupation, recreation, money, or message. Okay? Family. Hey, how's the family been? What you been up to? Occupation. What are you doing for work nowadays? Oh, that's cool. How do you like that? Oh, they don't pay you enough. Man, that sucks. Don't jump in there like, oh, I got a great opportunity for you. No, just take note of it. Oh, they're not paying them enough. That's dang, man, that's a bummer. I feel that. I know a lot of people are going through that. What have you been doing for fun? Recreation. And then message. Oh, well, just wanted to hit you up, bro, to reconnect. Glad you're doing well. We'll talk soon. Leave it at that. Okay. And so imagine I did this, guys. I did this in 2020. Okay. 2020, when the lockdown happened, I had maxed out my Facebook friends list at 5,000. I spent the first 30 days of the lockdown maxing out my friends list. And I spent the second 30 days of the lockdown messaging all those people that I had added. And I didn't try to recruit a single one of them. Not a single one. I literally just messaged all of them. Said, hey, man, how are you and the family doing during these times? Everything all good? Think about all those people were hurting financially, emotionally. A lot of people were scared, didn't know what was going on. And I was the person in their inbox going, yo, man, how's you and the family doing? Everything all right? I know it's crazy times out there. And I had so many solid conversations with people. And yes, I was on my phone all day responding to all these messages because I messaged, almost 5,000 people in 30 days. And to be honest with you, I didn't recruit a lot of people in those 30 days. But let me tell you a crazy story. I went from literally nobody on my team. In 2020, I had lost my whole organization. Nobody was on my team. Nobody was building. And so this is how I restarted. Okay. In business, sometimes you're going to have to rebuild it. Sometimes you're going to have to start from fresh and figure out how to keep going. It's just, there's obstacles in business. It's part of it, right? So if you don't have that tough bulletproof mindset, we're going to get into that in a minute. You're just not going to succeed. You're going to lose trades. People are going to quit your team. People are going to insult you and hate on you. And if you can't take that, then you're probably not cut out for this. And so, but the reality is this, guys, I had to restart, and I didn't really even recruit a lot of people those 30 days, the last 30 days of the lockdown when I was messaging all those people. What happened after that? The 6 months after I sent those 5,000 messages and had all those conversations, from the end of the lockdown to 6 months later, I went from $0 a month to about 12 grand a month in 6 months. And it was because I laid the foundation. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to try to build quick and get rich quick, right? Yes, you want to move fast. I was moving fast and I was being productive, but I wasn't worried about the results. So many people are like, I need results now. I need results now. I need results now. Like, I'm going to die if I don't get the result. And you squeeze the life out of your goals. I learned something super, super cool it was an analogy I learned at a training, and I'm going to show it to you guys. Check this out. I'm going to grab my water bottle here, and I'm going to make a mess. And I'm going to make my son clean it up because I don't want to clean it up. But, guys, check this out. If I pour this water into my hand, I don't want to pour too much. Okay. If I pour water into my hand, it just sits there, right? You don't see any coming off, right? If I just let my goal and I can see my goal and I envision my goal and it's right here and I'm just like, that's my goal. I'm working towards it. I'm going to get it. I'm not worried about when it happens, but it's going to happen. But if you're like, I need the goal. I need the goal. I need it. I need it. I need it. What happens to the water? It slips out of your hands. It slips out of your hands because you're literally trying to squeeze the life out of your business, out of your results. The same thing happens with trading. You're like, I need to make money in my trading account right now. What happens? Boom, trading account's gone. In life, guys, you have to let things happen when they're supposed to, right? Like God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. Galatians 6:9. It's one of, look it up. It's one of Joey's favorite Bible verses, one of my favorite Bible verses. But it basically just talks about like you reap what you sow. And if you put in the work time after time after time, eventually the harvest will come. And so you guys have to just put in this work and not be so worried about the results. See the results, envision the results, but just let them flow to you. Okay. And so, yeah, guys, basically 6 months, I went from $0 to 12 grand a month. I had literally, I think 400 some people on my team after those 6 months. And I had zero. Actually, that's not true. It was me and Matt Werner. I had one guy. It was me and Matt Werner. We were living together. I had one person on my team. And 6 months later, we had 420, 430 people. Okay. And so that's what can happen if you just do the right things in this business. You build relationships with people and you don't try to like shove this down people's throats. Yes, be excited. Okay. But don't be that used car salesman that needs the sale to pay his rent. Okay. It's going to push people away. People can smell that neediness from a mile away. All right. So that's my tips on inviting. The next thing that I've been doing when it comes to building is 3-way group chats. This is the life of this business. It's called getting yourself out of the way. And I've taught most of my team this, but you guys got to stop trying to show people by yourself. It doesn't work. Okay. Like, sure, you may get a few to sign up. You may get, 10 to sign up, whatever it is, but long-term, you're going to have way more success if you leverage other people. Okay. And so here's what I mean by that. If, for example, Joey's my leader. Joey's the guy that signed me up. All right. Joey's had a lot of success. If the person that signed you up hasn't had a lot of success yet, that doesn't mean they're a bad person, but I wouldn't use them to connect your brand new people to. Like if the person that signed you up is kind of new, then maybe don't use that person. Use the other leader that's above them. Okay. And here's how you're going to use that person. First of all, ask the leader, say, hey, if I have people that are interested, can I put you in a group chat with them so you can share their story and help me get them on the call? Guaranteed your leader will say yes. Okay. And so here's what my team does. When I get someone started, all right, for example, I got Will started. All right, I got Will started. He's out at Springfield College. This dude has put me in group chats every single day with the people that he knows out at Springfield. And here's what he's doing in that group chat. Okay. He's coming in there and ripping a voice message, not a text, a voice message. And he's like, yo, what's going on, boys? Just wanted to make this group chat real quick. And then he says his dude's name, like if it's John, he's like, hey, John, this is my guy, AJ, I was telling you about. He's had a lot of success with trading in this business. He's traveled all over the world on stages and helped thousands of people win with this. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's such a great leader, such a great person. He's a great dad. And he's absolutely crushing this and makes sure that everybody around him is winning too. And then what he does after he's edified me to John, he edifies John to me. And he says, AJ, this is my guy, John. Okay. He says, John, is one of my best friends. I've known him since we were kids. He's always been a hustler, right? Everything we've done, whether it was sports or, lemonade stand or whatever it was as kids, like he was always hustling. And so I always respected him for being a hustler. He's always been a great friend to me. And I just love this dude with everything I got. And I know that if he got started with us, he would crush it too. So just wanted to connect you guys. AJ, if you got any info for John, drop it below. Boom. Like Will sends that entire voice message into a group chat with me. So it's me, John, and him in this group chat, and he makes that connection. Okay. It's called the edification triangle. All right. There's you, then there's the leader, and then there's your prospect. Everyone needs to trust each other in order for this to work. Okay. In the edification triangle, everyone has to trust each other. And so what Will just did is Will trust me and Will trust John, but there's no trust between John and me yet. And so by him edifying both of us, boom, now that trust is made. And now I can come in there and rip a voice message to John and say, yo, what's up, John? Nice to meet you, man. Excited for you to check out what we're doing. Just, a little bit about me. I've been doing this for 6 years. I got introduced to the whole investing in online business world, 6 years ago. It's completely changed my life. When I got started, though, to be honest with you, I was a broke gymnastics coach living check to check, and I just wanted more out of life. I wanted freedom. I wanted to travel the world. I wanted peak life experiences, and I knew a normal job couldn't get me that. And so, basically for me, I wanted to get ahead. I didn't want to do what all my friends were doing. I wanted an extraordinary life. And to live an extraordinary life, I knew I was probably going to have to do something a little bit different than what most people were doing. And so my buddy Joey, he was on Facebook traveling all over the world. So I hit him up and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And it's funny, he reached back out to me and showed me this platform on how they're teaching people to make money from their phone, trading in the markets and building an online business. And it blew my mind. I decided to jump all in. I had no idea what I was doing, but now 6 years later, it's completely changed my life. And I'm fired up. I've helped thousands of people win, and I would love to help you too. Are you free tonight at 9 p.m.? We've got a Zoom call, and you can jump on if you're interested in checking it out. What do you think everybody says in those group messages? Will sent a saucy voice message edifying me and edifying John to me. And then I come in there, rip my story, an inspirational story with a few nuggets in there, if you didn't notice, talking about how, I wanted an extraordinary life. And, I knew that I couldn't, do that, work in a job, and I was probably gonna have to do something a little bit different than what most people are doing. I'm saying all those things to get the prospect's mind to open up, to expand. So they realize, you know what? Yeah, he's right. I do want something a little bit more with my life, and I probably can't keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what? I'm open to checking it out. Okay, so if you're a leader on this call and you're doing group messages for your team, go back and re-listen to what I said. Or if you want me to rip that voice message to you, just shoot me a text or a DM on Instagram. I'll send it to you so you can listen to it over and over and maybe mimic some of the stuff in there. Because I've just noticed when I get edified like that, like Will does, and then I send my story, 100% of the time, maybe 98% of the time, the person jumps on the call. They don't always get started, but 98% of the people that Will's put me in group chats with doing that, get on the call. Okay. And that's all you want to do, is get people's eyes on the information. Okay. Now there's one more thing that you need to do before that person jumps on the call. Okay. And you can either do this in the edification message, or you can do it literally 5 minutes before the overview, 5 minutes before they jump on the call. And it's called the 3-step setup. Okay. The 3-step setup has 3 steps to it. Number 1, your why. Number 2, big deal. Number 3, all in. And here's what you're going to say to your prospect in that 3-step setup. So if I were doing a 3-step setup to my prospect, it would sound something like this. I would say, hey, John, I'm really glad that you're checking out this information real quick. I just wanted to share with you why I got started with this and why I'm so excited about it. Honestly, when I saw this a few weeks ago, and you don't even have to be in this for a long time to do the 3-step setup. Okay. So listen to what I'm saying. Hey John, I know you're about to check out the information, but real quick, I just wanted to share with you, why I'm doing this. Honestly, a few weeks ago when I saw this and got started, I was just not in a good point in my life. I was working my dead end job, not happy with where I was at, and I just wanted more out of life. And I knew that I was probably going to have to do something a little bit different. And so I was very open, to other stuff. And I knew that if I got started with something like this, that I could build generational wealth for me and my family. I could travel the world and create those experiences with my family. I could just stop worrying about money and have freedom. And that's really what I wanted. And so that's why I got started with this. This is a huge deal to me. Like literally one of the biggest things I've ever done with my life. And that's why I'm so fired up and I'm all in. So whether you do this with me or not, it's all good, but I'm all in on it and I'm excited for you to see it. Type some ones in the chat if that 3-step setup made sense. So basically what you're doing is you're preparing the prospect's mind to see what you're about to show them. And they're going to be a little bit more excited to see what you're showing them if you tell them why you're doing it. Okay? I truly believe, guys, this is where a lot of people are messing up. Yes, you can invite people and you can just slap them on the Zoom call and hope they sign up. But there is so much in between that I think everybody is missing. I want you guys to be honest, and I'll be honest too. For the first 5 years in network marketing, I didn't do anything that I'm talking about right now. I messed it all up. I was just slapping people on Zoom calls. Be honest in the chat. I want you guys to type "I'm guilty" if you haven't done some of the things that I've talked about between inviting them and getting them on the call. If you haven't put them in a group chat with a leader, if you haven't done the edification, if you haven't done the 3-step setup, right? We're all guilty of it, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But in business, you have to make adjustments, just like championship teams. Championship teams, if they want to win championships during the game, they have to make adjustments, whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. There's 1 minute left on the clock. You're down by 4. It doesn't matter, okay? So, and if you're brand new, Kashan said he's brand new, even better. So you're learning everything that everyone's done wrong, and you get to come off this call and do it correctly, right? Jay Wood said professionals adjust. I love that. I say champions adjust, right? But same thing. It's a good slogan to live by because champions do truly adjust. They make adjustments, they figure out what they're doing wrong, and they fix it. Okay. And so that's the whole purpose of this call, guys, is to kind of analyze, what's not going right here and fix it so that we all can elevate our results 10 times faster. Okay. So you've made the lists. You got all these lists. You're reaching out to people with the different invites that I taught you. You're putting the 3-way calls together or the 3-way group chats. You're edifying. Okay. You're edifying your leader very, very well, and you're edifying your prospect to your leader. And then you're sharing your 3-step setup with them right before the call. Okay. Boom. Now we do the presentation. So either you're showing them at a coffee shop, you're showing them at a live event like they just did in Minnesota. You're sharing with them on a 9 p.m. overview. It doesn't matter how you share them. The system's the same. Okay. The system stays the exact same for any type of showing. Okay. If they're coming to an event, you still put them in a group chat with the leader, and the leader will share their story, say, "I'm excited for you to come out to the event. I'll see you there." Boom. And then right before the presentation starts at the event, "Hey, bro, real quick, you're right there face to face with them. Just wanted to tell you why I'm doing this." Boom. And you share your 3-step setup. Okay. And some of this stuff you guys will have to practice. Practice it in the mirror. If you don't know your 3-step setup, practice it. Okay. My mentor in my first company, he did a training one day, and he's like, "I should be able to wake you up at 2 a.m, shake you and go, 'Give me your 3-step setup.' And boom, out it comes. And you are just able to regurgitate it. Okay. That's how good you have to get at saying some of this stuff. How good you have to get at edification. How good you have to get at 3-step setup. How good you have to get at inviting. These are all skills that you got to get really good at, but it takes practice. Okay. When I first started with all this stuff, I sucked, but it took practice. Okay. Last 2 things with building. closing and the campfire. When it comes to closing, all right, if you're brand new, let your leader close. Okay. I promise you, you trying to jump in the chat or jump in on the phone call. Yeah, bro, here's my results. Here's what I did. Yeah, let's get you started. I promise you, the leaders know what they're doing when it comes to closing. Okay. And I would say, if you're trying to close someone, I would get them on the phone with someone that's a 5K or above. Okay. Nothing against the 1Ks. You guys are all great. I love you. But the 5Ks and above have over 50 people on their team. It takes a good amount of closing skills to get 50 people, right? You can kind of just show 100 people and get 10, right? You can knock out 1K pretty well. But in order to hit 5K, in order to hit 10K, you got to be able to talk to people and work them through their objections. And so that's what I would do. I would, as soon as the presentation's over, you get them in front of a 5K or a 10K or a 25K, whatever it is, anything 5K or above, and you have that person close them. And basically the close should sound something like this. Yo, man, that was pretty awesome, right? What'd you like best? They're going to tell you what you like best. And you agree with them. Oh, you like the trading? Yeah, me too, man. It's been a blast. Obviously, I've been taking the trade alerts, and I made 11 grand last week from just the trade alerts alone. It's been awesome. I love it. Could you see yourself just being a customer or also building the business? Okay, so this is what's called an alternate choice close. You don't say, are you ready to get started? You say, could you see yourself being a customer or also building the business? And they're going to tell you, they're going to say, oh, I'll probably just be a customer. Or they'll say, I could see myself being a customer and building the business. And then you just say, awesome, let's get you started. Okay. Because they just told you, yeah, I'd be a customer. Or they'd say, yeah, I would do both. Awesome. Let's get you started. And then usually they're either going to say yes or they're going to give you an objection. And I just tell you guys this, whatever their objection is the reason why they need to get started. If they say, oh, I don't have the money, I would be like, so like, you don't want to spend the 150 or you literally don't have 150. Get serious with them. And they're going to tell you. And either response they give you, you say, look, I get it. I feel it. I've been there. But for me, I would just say this. If you want something different bad enough, you got to do something different. And this is your way out. Right? There's a lot of people that have gotten started with this with their last dollar, and they've went to work and changed their life. And I know you can do the exact same thing. You got to pour belief into them. Okay. I talked about this on a previous call a couple of weeks ago before we did the Milwaukee event. But I told everyone on that call, I said, all the money objections and I don't have the time, or, I got to talk to my wife, or whatever, any objection that you get for someone not getting started, it's a back end excuse for the real reason why they're not getting started. The number one reason why people don't get started is belief. They either don't believe in network marketing, they don't believe in the company you just showed them, or they don't believe in themselves. It's one of those three. Because if they believed in those three things, they wouldn't care about the time. They wouldn't say, oh, I don't have the time. They'd see, oh, no, this is worth it. This is what I believe in what you guys are doing. I believe I can do it. So the time doesn't matter. I'm going to make it work because I believe in it. Right? If they don't have the money, if they say, oh, I don't have the money, if they believed in it and believed they could do it, the money wouldn't matter. Right? They would just sign up because they know that they could do it and they would get paid off of it. So your biggest thing that you need to do when you're closing people is get them to believe in themselves and believe in what we're doing. So cast vision. Say, hey, bro, look, it's all good if you don't want to do this, but I'm going to go put 1,000 people in the next 12 months and make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures with this in the charts and in the business. And I want all my ride or dies with me. I want all my friends with me. I want everybody to come to the top with me. And so it's all good if you don't want to get started, but I think you could crush this. And I believe in you. And if you got started, I'd have your back every step of the way. Okay. So what you're doing is you're casting vision. You're getting them to believe in what we're doing, the mission that we have, Team One mission, right? What we're doing. What's the mission at hand? To change thousands of people's lives. And then you get them to believe in themselves. Say, look, dude, I got your back. I know you can crush this. I know you. Let's do it together. I'd have your back every step of the way. Okay. So you got to get people to believe in themselves and believe in what we're doing. The last thing about building is the campfire. Okay. I want everybody to put the clapping emoji. If you can find it, put the clapping emoji in the chat, because I want you guys to give all yourselves a round of applause for being on this call, because you already did that step by being around the campfire. The most important thing about this business is the campfire. It's being around the team. It's being on calls like this, going to the events like the Minnesota one last night, the Milwaukee one we had 2 weeks ago. Okay. It's being in Dubai, like we're going in 6 weeks. Any company event that's going on, you're there. Any team call that we have like this, training call, trade talk, whatever it is, you're on here. Why? Because what happens when you stay close to a campfire long enough? Anybody know what happens when you stay around a campfire long enough? You catch fire. You get hot. Okay? You can literally light yourself on fire in this business by just staying around the campfire, by staying around the people that are winning. Guys, you got to understand, the world can pull you down and can be a very negative, nasty place. And so what happens to a lot of people in this business? You want to know the real reason why people lose in this business? They get their feelings hurt. They lose a trade. Somebody quits their team. They lose their rank. They can't get anyone started, whatever it may be. Their feelings get hurt. And because their feelings get hurt, they take one step away from the campfire, right? And what happens when you take a step away from the campfire and the world's very cold? You get a little bit cold. And you don't, you're like, oh man, I'm too cold. Like I can't really move and get back to the campfire. I don't know if I want to get on that call. Maybe I will. No, you know what? I'm not going to jump on that call tonight. I got other stuff to do. And you take another step away from the campfire and you get even more cold. And what happens when you're in freezing temperatures long enough? You freeze, right? And you never come back. And those are the people that quit this and say, oh, it doesn't work. It didn't work. Those things don't work. No, it works. It works very well. Network marketing works. Trading works. I've seen people make millions of dollars. Thousands of people. Not just like, oh, a couple of my friends do well. No, I have met and seen thousands of people make millions with trading, make millions in network marketing. It works. But that person decided to not work it and not stay consistent. So if you stay around the campfire long enough, if you stay consistent, you hang around the people that are winning, you're talking to the people. There's not a single day that goes by that I don't FaceTime Joey. That dude's a 250K affiliate. I want to be talking to him every single day. I FaceTime him. I've FaceTimed that dude probably every day for I don't even know how long. I've known him for 10 years. Obviously, there's been points in this business where I've been frustrated and felt down and out, and maybe I didn't call him during those times when I should have. But for the most part, I've talked to that dude every day for almost 6 years. It's crazy. And it's because I want what he has. I want to brainstorm. I want to, figure out how he's winning at that high level. I want him to diagnose what's going on in my business, what's going on in my life, and tell me how I can get better, how I can be a better leader, how I can be a better person, how I can, build the business faster, right? So talk to people that are winning. Talk to people that are getting results. Be on these calls. Show up to the events. Be around the campfire, okay? And this is the last thing, and I'll go over this quick, guys, because obviously we've been on here a while. I appreciate you guys. You guys that all stayed on here, I love all of you. This is amazing. You guys stayed on here to get this value. But the last thing is your mindset. And like I said at the beginning of this call, everything that I talked about up until this point means jack squat if you don't fix your head. You don't fix what's going on in between your two ears, okay? There's a lot of people who have been through a lot of stuff in life, and I get it. It's frustrating, it's painful. You got trauma from it, whatever it may be. I get it. But one of the best things that Bob Proctor taught me was that you got to let it go, because you cannot move forward in life with with certain pain and built up just frustration about certain things that have happened in your life. From this point forward, once you get off this call, I need you to find a way to let go of everything, forgive everyone, and just move on with your life. Because if you've got any built up resentment or pain or frustration towards anyone, it's only holding you back, right? It's like what you're doing when you hate on someone or you feel anger towards someone is like you're feeling anger towards them, but giving yourself poison. That's what you're doing. So you got to let go of everything. Okay. That's the first thing. Number two, you need to figure out how to set C-type goals. Okay. Again, all of this that I'm about to talk about is not me. It's from Bob Proctor, the GOAT of personal development. Okay. A-type, B-type, and C-type goals. A-type goals are goals you know you can do. B-type goals are goals you think you can do, right? You're like, yeah, I could probably do that, right? Maybe. C-type goals are just things that you want. You have no idea how you're going to do it or if it's even possible, but you know you want it, right? So like an A-type goal would be like, I'm going to set the goal to go to the gym today. I know I can go to the gym. That's not really a goal. It's just, I know I can do it, okay? A B-type goal would be like, my goal is to hit 25K, right? I'm at 10K right now, and I'm closing in on 25K. And a B-type goal would be like, I want to hit 25K by the end of the year, right? Like that's a lot of time. And I'm like, if I do the math, I'm like, yeah, I could probably do that. A C-type goal is I want to hit 25K by the end of this month. I got 13 days to put in 50 customers. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it because that's a C-type goal. And here's the thing about C-type goals. C-type goals are the best goals because have you ever heard the saying, shoot for the moon, you land on a star? And that's the reality. Obviously, you focus on that goal and focus on hitting that goal as fast as you can, right? But you don't try to force it again. You just let it come to you. It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. It's already happened, okay? And so those C-type goals, what happens when you focus on those C-type goals, those really big, scary goals, what has to happen to you in order to hit that goal? You got to grow. You got to get better. And so when you set big, scary goals, the amount that you have to grow as a person is 10 times more than if you set an A or B type goal. Okay. And so the growth that you're going to experience as a person is what it's about. So you may not hit that C type goal. It's all good. I hope you do. And it's possible if you focus on it hard enough and you believe in it hard enough. But what it's about, setting those big, scary goals, is the growth that you're going to experience as a person. Okay. And so basically, here's the science behind the law of attraction, guys, and how your thoughts become things. You have a subconscious and a conscious mind. Okay. So your brain is split into two parts. You got your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is control of all the thoughts that you have throughout the day. Okay. So anything that you think about through the day, that's your conscious mind. Okay. The thoughts come in, the thoughts go out. Thoughts come in, thoughts go out. Okay. Your conscious mind. There's about 50 to 60,000 thoughts that come through that part of your brain every single day. It's crazy. Then you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is what roots your morals, your beliefs, your self-image, right? How you view the world. All of these very deep, deep thoughts and beliefs are rooted in your subconscious mind. Now, from 0 to 10 years old, your subconscious mind is wide open. Everything that you get taught and told just pours directly into that subconscious mind and really develops how you think and how you act as a person the rest of your life. Okay. But there is one way to change your subconscious mind. Realize everything that you have in this life, everything that you have in this world right now that you've gotten up until this point is based off of, or haven't gotten, is based off of your beliefs, right? You're poor. Well, that's based off of a subconscious belief that you have, that that's what you deserve, right? You're unhealthy. You're out of shape. That's a subconscious belief that you've programmed into your brain somehow. You think you're worthless. You don't think that you deserve to have success in this business and you're not ranking up. Subconscious belief that you formed in your head. Okay. And so you have to learn, if you want to have success in trading, success in this business, you got to rewire your subconscious mind. And the only way to do that is repetition of thought. Okay. Repetition of thought means you have to repeatedly change your subconscious mind. So if you're thinking like, oh, I'm out of shape person, or oh, I'm a poor person, you need to think the opposite of that. I'm a healthy person, right? I'm a wealthy person. You focus on what you want. Okay. And here's how it works, guys. Here's why the science of this works. What happens when you focus on something super, super hard and you focus all of your energy on it? What happens is your thoughts get rooted in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind creates a feeling in your body. It's called a vibration. Okay. And I know I'm going to lose some of you here, but hopefully you stay with me. But that subconscious mind creates a feeling. You ever been like so happy and so excited that you get goosebumps? You can feel the energy in your body. That's a vibration that you're on. That's a frequency that your body's on. Everything in this world runs on frequencies. Your phones, the laptops, everything, money, successful people, all of it. The way you attract something into your life is by getting on the same frequency as it. You have to feel it. Matthew Thayer, he talked about this on that big training call a couple weeks ago. He said the law of attraction is not just about thinking it. You have to feel it. And so what you need to do is repeatedly think the same thing over, but also at the same time, let it get rooted in your subconscious mind and into your feelings of how would it feel to have that? How would it feel to be wealthy? How would it feel to be a 100K affiliate? How would it feel to have $500,000 in your trading account? How would that feel? Close your eyes for 10 minutes tonight and think about that life. What does your life look like? What car are you driving? What house do you live in? What kind of people are you hanging around? Feel it. Don't just see it. Don't just think about it. Feel it. And what's going to happen, guys, is your feelings dictate your actions. You ever thought something really negative and you just have a really bad day? You think that's a coincidence? Because it's not. You had those negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts turned into negative feelings. Those negative feelings led to you making bad decisions. And those bad decisions turned into bad results and led to you having a bad day. But vice versa, if you can focus on the life that you want, you can focus on your dream life, the results you want to have in this business, the results that you want to have with trading, you know, your fitness, your health that you want to have. You can focus on all that stuff. What's going to happen is when you focus on it and you feel it, your body's going to start to act off of it. You're like, you know what? I don't really want fast food. I kind of just want chicken and rice. I kind of want a salad. And I know that sounds crazy, but it literally works. Okay? When you start feeling yourself hitting 100K affiliate, all of a sudden, you're going to know what you need to do to get to the next level in your business. You're going to start messaging people. And it's like you just know exactly what to say. You're going to get connected with the right people that are going to teach you different things on how to win with this business. You're going to get the information that you need to build up your trading account. You're going to have one thing click and go, oh, wow, boom, your trading account starts growing. Your thoughts determine your feelings. And when you can feel yourself on that vibration of what you want, what's going to happen is you're going to start to act off those feelings. And when you start acting off those feelings, you're going to start to attract everything that you want into your life. It's not going to be you force it into your life. It's going to be your thoughts became feelings, your feelings became actions, and those actions turned into everything just coming into your life that you wanted. It's crazy how it works. And I know it sounds nuts, but go to YouTube and just watch everything that Bob Proctor preaches on there. And you will start to understand it. He can explain it 1,000 times better than I can, but hopefully that's a good starter kit for you guys on how important it is to keep your mind in the right place. You have to develop daily rituals, disciplines, and habits that are going to allow you to keep a good mindset, focus on the basics of building this business, and focus on the basics of trading. If right now you are just doing this, and I posted a video in the chat a couple days ago talking about if you're just doing this business whenever you feel like it, and you're just trading whenever you feel like it, and you're just doing personal development whenever you feel like it, you are never going to win. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay? The reality of the fact is that successful people have disciplines. Successful people have habits. And those habits, they'll tell you their habits is what have made them millions of dollars. I promise you, I've talked to Joey about it millions of times. This dude attributes everything that he's gotten in his life, the over 5 million in commissions, the beautiful family, the dream lake house that he's building, the amazing houses that he's gotten to live in Miami and Scottsdale and California. He attributes all of that, his healthy body, all of it, to daily disciplines and habits and staying more consistent than anyone else. And so what I'll tell you right now is, if every single day or every single week, you're not writing down your schedule and finding those gaps in your schedule, that free time, and filling it with different things. Don't just say AkashX in the schedule. No, what are you going to do in that time frame? Are you going to watch Academy videos on the AkashX website? Are you going to prospect people? Are you going to put all the prospects that you already have in 3-way group chats with your leaders? Right? Are you going to, oh, there's a training call. Are you going to jump on that training call? Like, get serious. Get serious about this opportunity. If you get serious and you get disciplined and you stay consistent, you can get any results that you want to, guys. I'm telling you right now. Now, if you get your head in the right place, you stay around the campfire, you focus on these basics that we've talked about on this call, 6 months from now, you can completely change your life. Hell, even 3 months from now, your life could be completely different. Ask Noah, right? Noah got started with this. I remember meeting him at an event in Orlando, and he went back home to Scottsdale after he saw the vision of network marketing, what it could do for your life. He went home, quit his job. 5 months later, he was speaking on stage in Croatia for being able to make a full-time income in network marketing. 5 months later, because he got serious. He got serious and decided to be disciplined with the habits, the mindsets, and the rituals that it took to be successful in this industry. So hopefully you guys all make that decision coming off this call. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is CoachAJ95. So reach out to me on Instagram. Ask me any questions you guys got. I look forward to helping all of you guys level up and win, and seeing all the past trading accounts and the withdrawals coming out and the rank ups being posted. I love all you guys. Appreciate you for jumping on. Let's pack out the overview here in 30 minutes, and I'll see you guys on there. Have a good night. Let's go. Peace.